Hello everyone, JH Medium here. Today we are in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. Dubai is famous for its record-breaking skyscrapers, crazy architectural marvels, and status as a playground for the wealthy. But what about the city beyond all of that? From its humble start as a pearling village, to the historic Dubai Creek, to the lush parks that make you forget you're in the desert. This is the calmer and more elegant side of Dubai. Today we're heading to Dubai from Abu Dhabi. We're at the Abu Dhabi Central bus station and we're going to take the E100 bus over to Dubai. The Dubai bus station we're going to is called Al Ghubaiba. There's no fixed ticket for this bus, so you sort of just have to take it like a public bus. Get here early so you can line up, then you tap your card to get on the bus. There is a departure to Dubai every 30 minutes or so. To take this bus, you need a No card, which is the Dubai transportation card. You can buy one at the Dubai counter in the terminal. So we checked into our hotel. We're staying at the Mercure Hotel near Gold Souk Metro Station here in Dubai. Even though this area is very close to Dubai Creek and the old center of Dubai, there's actually an area around here with many new renovated hotels. And it's much more affordable than the downtown area. So if you're on a budget, this is a great area to stay at. We're here in Dubai during May, which is the summer low season. We got a very good deal for 150 dirhams per night, around $40 US, including breakfast. After a packed few days in Abu Dhabi, we're gonna rest up and go explore Dubai tomorrow. Good morning from Dubai. It is nearly 40 degrees Celsius today. I am absolutely melting. Before we go visit modern Dubai, I'm gonna come to old Dubai to learn a bit more about this city's history rather than its future. So today, because it's so hot outside during the daytime, we're gonna head to the Shindagha Museum. It seems like this museum mainly shows the history of the Dubai Creek, this area of old Dubai, and how it evolved from this pearling and fishing village into the modern metropolis we see today. After you buy the ticket, they'll give you one of these wristbands and the staff will scan it when you enter each house. Before discovering oil, Dubai actually had a very humble history. It started off as a small pearling and fishing village. Many of the exhibits here tell the story of Dubai's pearling heritage. I think the centerpiece of the museum complex is the culture of the sea house. This house displays many different vessels that were used here in Dubai and the Gulf. These boats were once a common sight in the Dubai Creek and were crucial to the city's trade and transportation networks. In one of the exhibits, you can put on VR glasses and experience the process of pearl diving. People today might associate Dubai with the desert, but this city actually has a very rich maritime history. As cultured pearls began to dominate the market over natural pearl diving, various other industries started to emerge in Dubai. For example, the trade of spices and gold. We are now inside the Perfume Museum. Perfume is also a huge part of Emirati culture.
在这里还能闻到麝香，我还是只在宫斗剧中听过这种香，而且这种香它是来自动物身上的，但是摄取这种香和制作这种香已经不太合法了，因为很多动物已经是濒临灭绝或者是珍稀动物了。
This museum complex is seriously massive. Even though each of the exhibition halls are air-conditioned, it's still quite painful walking in this blazing heat to get to each of the halls. There are 22 different halls in the Shindagha Museum, scattered throughout these refurbished traditional houses by the Dubai Creek. Just like an old Arabian town, the houses are connected by these maze-like streets. Wandering through these alleyways is like stepping back in time. You completely forget that you're actually in a futuristic city like Dubai. I like that there's almost no commercialization in this area. It feels very calming. There's a neighborhood mosque and just people going about their daily lives. For us visitors, whenever we enter a different building, we unlock a new aspect of Dubai's culture. From musical instruments to clothing to food, we get to learn about the traditional side of Dubai that's rarely seen in media. We have made our way over to the ancestral home of the Al Maktoum family, which is the ruling family of Dubai. So this is what the Sheikh's house used to look like. Also known as the Sheikh Saeed Al Maktoum house, this was the residence of the current Dubai ruler's grandfather. The royal house features coral stone walls and traditional wind towers which helped with natural cooling. Other than the exterior of the building, which is preserved, the interior rooms are all remodeled already into a museum, telling you the story of the Al Maktoum family and how they transformed Dubai. Overall, I think this is a very great museum complex to learn about Dubai. It is really big. You can probably spend a whole day here if you want to look at every single hall. And what's great about this museum is that the exhibits are super interactive. There are VR exhibits, little games, and many interactive screens, so it's not just you looking at boring artifacts. My favorite were the food house and the culture of the sea.
不得不说，这个街区设计的还是蛮用心的，但是不知道为什么游客也特别的少，大部分的展馆就只有我们2个人在看。这边的工作人员也特别的友好，他们会给你很多的指引，也会告诉你怎样去参观比较好。而且在这些街区里面穿梭，也真的非常的漂亮。
So that is our morning and afternoon here in Al Shindagha. I think as a heritage museum, this is definitely very well done. If you have some time and want to learn about Dubai, this is a great place to come to. Next up, we're going to head over to the Dubai Creek. We're going to walk around that area, the area that we just learned about, the area that started Dubai off as the fishing and pearl village. After the museum, we wanted to explore Old Dubai. We wanted to explore Al Fahidi, which is one of the oldest neighborhoods. But unfortunately, when we went past Al Fahidi, we noticed that it's completely under renovation. All the roads are closed and it said it'll be back very soon. But luckily, there's another neighborhood nearby called Al Seef. When we came in here, originally we thought this was also part of Old Dubai, but no. As we continued exploring this area, we found out that Al Seef is actually a reconstruction of Old Dubai. So it's not really authentic at all. It's developed by a real estate company to mimic what Old Dubai looked like. Even though Al Seef is not a real historical neighborhood, the architecture here still has many traditional features. There are wind towers similar to the ones we saw in the Al Maktoum residence. And of course, the streets themselves feel like a busy market square. I guess it's still okay to see the fake version here in Al Seef. By the time this video is out, the real historical Al Fahidi will probably be open already, so hopefully you will get a chance to check out that area. When we stand by the water looking out towards the Dubai Creek, I feel like that's the most aesthetic part of this neighborhood. Even though Dubai is known for being futuristic and expensive, the Dubai Creek has preserved a very traditional and affordable way of transportation, the Abra. We made our way to the ferry station. Now we're gonna catch one of the Abra boats to the other side of the river. It seems like the ride costs 1 dirham each and you just pay the driver when you get on the boat. We made our way across the river to Al Sabqa. The Abra ride pretty much took less than 5 minutes. The structure of the boat is very simple. You have the driver in the middle, and on the two sides you sit the passengers. Even though the ride is short, the scenery is still very spectacular, especially right now during sunset. On this side of the river, looking at the other side, we can see that old city, but beyond all of that, we can see a tiny spike in the middle of the skyline, and that's of course Burj Khalifa. The contrast between that modern part of Dubai and the old part of Dubai is just so staggering. Looking out onto the river, if you didn't know this was Dubai, you probably wouldn't associate this region with the mega metropolis city. Tomorrow we're gonna leave old Dubai and head over to modern new Dubai. So let's see what that version of this city is like. Today we're finally heading to modern Dubai. Our first stop is the Dubai Mall. We're going to check out one of the largest malls in the world and of course go see the Burj Khalifa. The walkway from the metro station to the Dubai Mall is quite long, but good that it's all indoors so we don't have to be in the heat. At 828 meters tall and opened in 2010, the Burj Khalifa is by far the tallest building in the world, and nothing else since then has come close. As someone who loves architecture, I've always wanted to see this building in person. But unfortunately, I think we chose the wrong time to visit. We have made it in front of the Burj Khalifa. But as you can see behind me, there's no water, there's no blue. The Dubai fountain is completely under construction. I feel like without the water here, this area loses its soul. At least we can still see the Burj Khalifa in person. It does look a lot skinnier than I expected. It feels a lot skinnier than many of the tall skyscrapers in the world that I've been to. For example, the Shanghai Tower or the One World Trade Center in New York. It's probably because Burj Khalifa has this triangular shape. It's still quite stunning looking at the Burj Khalifa from down here. That's already two very famous destinations that are under construction, the Dubai Fountain and Al Fahidi. As I'm releasing this video during the peak winter season, these sites are most likely all open again. So this is something to keep in mind when choosing when to travel. I guess it does make sense for the city to utilize low season to do these renovation works. So if you're planning a trip to Dubai and want to come during the low season, I think you may have to be prepared that not every single site will be open. But if you are in Dubai when the renovation work is finished, come to the Apple Store. That gives you one of the best viewing platforms of the Burj Khalifa and the fountain. And now, let's go explore one of the largest shopping malls in the world. To understand the scale of this mall, just look at this aquarium right in the middle. I've never seen such a massive aquarium inside a shopping mall before. Unbelievable. They even have a Chinatown area in the Dubai Mall. They have Chinese restaurants, Chinese brands. For example, there's Haidilao and the Chinese phone stores such as Xiaomi. They're all located in this region. Look at all these neon signs. I mean, it doesn't look anything like the neon signs you will find in Hong Kong or Chinatowns around the world, but I get what they're going for. They even have Sichuan's most famous panda, Hua Hua, imported from China. We were wandering the mall trying to find something to eat, and we ended up to the food court area of the Chinatown section. There's so many brands I'm familiar here, such as Happy Lemon, Koi, and they even have this Singaporean hawker store, Hawker Chan. I didn't even get to try this when I was in Singapore. Apparently back in Singapore, this is one of the first hawker stalls to get a Michelin star. It's so cool that they have it here in Dubai Mall as well. It feels so good to have some Southeast Asian flavors again. Boba stores that you rarely see in China anymore. Happy Lemon, 25 AED for a boba. Breaking the bank right there, but we want bubble tea so badly. Approved. After spending a couple hours in the mall, I think it's time to head to our next destination. I feel like Dubai, or just UAE in general, this is one of the most unfriendly places that I have been to for cameras. Every place has a different rule for cameras, and sometimes it's very confusing and annoying. Some places, they only allow you to use your phone to take videos or photos. Some places allow you to use all sorts of cameras, but only for photo, no video. Some places we've been to, they allow every single type of camera, but yeah, they want to take away my microphone. I wonder how so many influencers and content creators survive here in Dubai. It feels quite impossible. That's why you might also notice that here in the Dubai vlog, or this UAE series in general, I have less footage than usual. Originally, the plan today was to stay longer at the Dubai Mall and the Burj Khalifa to watch the fountain show at night. But since that is closed, we decided to come to another place to watch the sunset instead. We're here at the Dubai Marina. It's like a giant residential area. I think this place has the highest concentration of high-rises here in Dubai. And we're gonna head over to the Marina Beach. We have made our way over to the Marina Beach. This place is filled with beach clubs, party areas, yachts, and jet skis. Obviously, since we decided to come here last minute, we're not wearing any beach attire, so we won't be joining them today. Over there in the distance, you can see Palm Jumeirah, the famous Atlantis Hotel, and even Burj Al Arab. I think this image right here is what most people imagine Dubai to be like, a playground for the rich. For some reason, this place reminds me of Singapore with the Ferris wheel, with the buildings that kind of look like the super trees in Gardens by the Bay. Is it just me, or does it actually look like it? Here at Blue Water, we've been looking for a place next to the sea where we can see the horizon line, see the sun drop down the horizon. We couldn't find it ourselves, tried to ask the security guards around here and they had no idea either. And then luckily, we met a couple, I think they're expats who are working in Dubai, and they told us a hidden gem to go to. It's right by the water. I feel like tourists wouldn't know about this place since it sort of is the back door of a residential area.
非常的安静，游客也很少，就只有这边的居民在楼下散步啊、遛狗啊。这里有一片非常开阔的海域，没有任何高楼的遮挡，在这里可以看到太阳这样直直的从海平线那边落下。
Since it's so hazy here in Dubai, you can see that perfect circular sun. Walking down here by the harbor after the sun has set is very comfortable. Finally, not in that 40-degree heat. It seems like every single building here has the sign Emaar on it. Maybe Emaar is a giant real estate company here in Dubai.
我们查了一下，发现它最大的股东就是迪拜的皇室。普天之下，莫非王土啊！
We made our way over to Zabeel Park, which is right underneath the Dubai frame. And what I love the most about this park is that there's so much greenery. It really feels like you're in an oasis.
在这里完全就是绿树成荫，鸟语花香，时不时还有风吹拂过来。这公园里面还栽种了很多的凤凰木、黄花风铃木。在一个有这么大绿化面积的公园里面，就很难想象这是个建在沙漠里面的城市。
Out of all the strange and spectacular buildings here in Dubai, I think this one might be at the top of the list. I mean, this shot right here kind of looks photoshopped. Even though the Dubai frame is really cool visually, I wonder who that framing is for. Obviously, if you're up on the observatory, you can't see the frame itself. You only see it from the frame's perspective. There are no high rises nearby, so I don't think there is a spot where you can see the frame and whatever it's framing. Maybe it's only possible with a drone, yet drones are not allowed in Dubai. So who is this frame for? I feel like for architecture in Dubai, it's not a matter of why. It's a matter of why not? Why not have a giant golden frame in the middle of the city?
"在迪拜看了这么多建筑，确实很佩服它造奇观的想象力，也逐渐理解了一点它的造楼逻辑，就是别人没有的，这里可以有；别人已经有的，这里就给它做到极致。比如说最大的相框、最高的塔。"
I think this is the first time on our UAE trip where we're not completely uncomfortable during the day outdoors. Obviously, it's very easy to find air conditioning everywhere in the UAE, but it's also good to have this natural coolness, not just fans blasting in your face. This just goes to show how important greenery is to help cool down a city. Dubai can't just be a desert concrete jungle. It needs these green spaces. I think this park is one of my favorite places that we visited in Dubai so far. It's not crammed or touristy at all. Maybe it's because you do have to pay 5 dirhams to come inside, or maybe because it's right in the middle of the day. But yeah, highly recommend coming to this park even if you don't want to go up to the Dubai frame. In the afternoon, we came back to our hotel to get some work done. But on the way, we picked up an iconic snack combo that I've been very curious to try. Many Emiratis call this their favorite childhood snack. You need 2 ingredients, Oman chips and Laban, which is like a yogurt drink. I really can't imagine these 2 things together. Liquidy yogurt and some crunchy potato chips. It already smells really good. You can smell that spicy chili inside. Time to pour it into the Laban. Have to use a fork to push down all the Oman chips. Moment of truth. Okay, it's sort of like a savory, salty yogurt with a hint of spiciness to it. It's definitely a flavor I never tasted before. Very strange, but it's not bad. I kind of like it. Now I'm gonna try some of these soaked chips Oman. Here goes. They're a little bit mushy. It's not that salty, it's not that spicy. I think all of the flavors are now completely absorbed into this yogurty drink.
这个味道对我来说还是太抽象了一点，很好奇他们是怎么想到这个吃法的。薯片泡了奶之后不就不脆了吗？它泡了奶之后，感觉土豆原本的味道就出来了。
It's a very strong, unique flavor. I think people who like it will love it. People who are not used to it might hate it. I think this is worth a try. And even if you don't like it, it's only 2 dirham. Apparently this is so popular that Laban even has a spicy chips flavor now.
Really?
That's based off the Oman chips taste, just to create that flavor of the yogurt without the actual Oman chips inside. For dinner today, we're gonna go try some Arabic food. We're just wandering around this area we're staying at near Gold Souk, and we found this Mandi shop. Mandi is a traditional Yemen dish, but of course it's popular throughout the Arabic world. So let's go try it right now. We got the chicken mandi, and it looks like it's grilled chicken over some of this rice. This portion size is a lot bigger than I expected. Along with this dish, they also gave us some carrots, some cucumbers, and various dips to eat as a salad as well. And we also ordered a chicken tikka. I'm gonna try some of the rice first. Just the rice itself is already so flavorful, with all the different spices. You can taste that cardamom, a hint of cinnamon, and I think similar to biryani, the yellow color also comes from turmeric or saffron. And then you add the crispy shallots onto the rice to give that soft rice some crunchiness as well. Man, it's so delicious. I'm gonna eat some of the chicken. It's quite a big piece. I'm just gonna use my hands and tear off a piece. I'm not gonna lie, the chicken looked very dry, but it's not. It's seasoned perfectly with a crispy shell on the outside and tender meat on the inside. Literally just use your hands to tear the chicken.
跟很多中东菜一样，完全是碳水蛋白质狂欢。但是这个烤鸡真的很香，有很重的炭火香。它有蒸的版本，但是我觉得烤的已经足够好吃了。
My favorite thing to add to the rice are definitely these crispy shallots. You can find mandi restaurants everywhere throughout Dubai. The one we're eating at is just near our hotel, so it's convenient, but it's still really good. Obviously, I'm not an expert in Arabic food, so I can't tell you if this is authentic or not, but it seems like there's a lot of locals eating here and they're enjoying it as well. So yeah, even though unfortunately we missed out on very traditional Emirati food, it's still great that we got to try some delicious Arabic food. Highly recommend you trying mandi when you visit Dubai. Today is our last day in Dubai. We had to finish some work, so we spent the day in the very beautiful Mohammed bin Rashid Library. The architecture is actually really cool. It's designed to look like a rihal, which is a stand used to hold the Quran. Inside, there's plenty of workspace, but I think mainly for students. There's also a section outdoors with many quotes from the Dubai ruler. But now in the afternoon, there is one more place I really want to check out before leaving the city. It's supposed to be one of the best places in Dubai to watch the sunset. Just a short boat ride away to the other side of the Dubai Creek. For our final evening in Dubai, we made our way over to the Dubai Creek Harbour. Here you can get a perfect view of the sunset with the Burj Khalifa in the background. The boat ride here from Creek Station literally took around 5 minutes, so it's quite convenient to get to as well. This is a relatively high-end residential neighborhood, but the best part about it is that along this harbour, there are multiple viewpoints where you can come to and watch the sunset. Let's enjoy together this beautiful sunset in Dubai. So will I come back to Dubai again in the near future? Probably not. But I'm not saying this in a negative way. Quite the contrary. Because I'm really excited to see what this city, what this country will be like in the next few years. In 5 years, in 10 years, I bet that Dubai then will be completely, drastically different from it is right now. And that's what excites me the most about a place like Dubai and the United Arab Emirates. The power to transform. the power to completely change into something the world has never seen before. In the end, I can't wait to see what Dubai will be like the next time I come back. JH Medium here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.